Right, guys, let's now go to 2.2. So we are done with this, but let me just get rid of this. Let me just get rid of this because the problem still continues. And then when we are here, they say in 2.2, the generator uses a petrol 93 or petrol 95 fuel. Table 4 below shows the fuel prices in South Africa in January 2023. So petrol 93 is 21 rand 10 inland, and petrol 95 is 21 rand 40 inland, and then petrol 93 it's 20 rand 45 in coastal, and petrol 95 it's 20 rand 75 in coastal. Use the information in table 4 to answer the questions that follows. Calculate the difference in the island and coastal price of petrol 95. So as I have said to you, that petrol cost in land for 93 it's 21 rand 10, and petrol 95 in land is 21 rand 40, and petrol price 93 in coastal is 20 rand 45, and petrol 95 in coastal is 20 rand 75. So 93 20 rand 45, 95 20 rand 75 in coastal, 21 rand 10 in land petrol 93, 21 rand 40 in land petrol 95. Calculate the difference in the inland and coastal price of 95, petrol 95. Okay, that is fine. So let me just do this. 2.2.1. Let me just put this down. So the difference in inland and coastal prices of petrol 95. So inland petrol 95 is 21 rand 40, and in coastal petrol 95 is 20 rand 45. Calculate the difference in the inland and coastal price of petrol 95. So the difference is always a bigger value minus smaller value. And what value would we have then? So let me just calculate that very quickly for us. That would be 21 rand 40 subtracting 20 rand 45. And the difference would be 95 cents. That should be the difference. Just a 95 cents. Okay, so let's go to 2.2.2. So in 2.2.2, they say petrol 95 decreased by 2 rand 6 cent per liter in January 2023. Calculate the inland cost of petrol 95 in December 2022. Petrol 95 decreased by 260 per litre in January 2023. Calculate the inland cost of petrol 95 in December 2022. Alright, let me just repeat this lastly for you. Petrol 95 decreased by 206 cents per litre in January 2023. Calculate the inland cost of petrol 95. Inland cost of petrol 95 in December 2022. So inland cost, they are looking for that value. Inland cost of petrol 95, and I know that currently inland cost of petrol 95, it's 21 rand 40. Petrol 95 decreased by 2 rand 6 cents per litre. Okay, so meaning the cost will be 21 rand 40 minus 2 rand 6 cents, because it has decreased. Petrol 95 inland, petrol 95, it's 21 rand 40, and then it was decreased by 2 rand 6 cents. Then they say calculate the inland cost of petrol 95, so that should be just the difference of those two. So I would just say 21 rand 40. I will subtract 2 rand 6 cents, and I will find a value of 19 rand 34. This should be the price. All right. And then let's see what is happening here. 2.2.3. Let me do this. What is happening here? They say petrol 95 decreased by 2 rand 6 cents per litre in January 2023. Calculate the inland cost of petrol 95. Okay, that was a decrease. We have done that. And then in 2.2.3, calculate the total cost of fuel the generator will use in a 31-day month if the generator uses 2.2 liters of petrol 93 per hour. It is used twice a day and lasts for 2.5 hours each session. The coastal rate is applied. Now let us try to look into this problem very, very closely. In 2.2 they said the petrol 95 decreased by 2 rand 6 cents per litre. Calculate the inland cost of petrol 95. Right. So we were told that the petrol 95 was decreased. That's fine. And then we calculated the inland cost, which was 21 rand 40. We subtract because it was decreased by 2 rand 6 cents, and we find that value. And then in 2.2.3, calculate the total cost of fuel the generator will use in 31-day month. So 2.2.3, we have 31 days. Okay. And what is the information provided? They say it uses 2.2 liters of petrol 93 per hour. And then they say it's used twice a day and lasts for 2.5 hours each session, and the coastal rate is applied. Alright, calculate the total cost of fuel. We are looking for cost. Alright, so let us look into this. Let us look very closely into this. Right, we have the number of days. We know that we are using 2.2 liters of petrol and 93 per hour. 2 times a day for 2.5 hours. What does that mean? We are using this 2 times a day and we are using this for 2.5 hours. So if this is 2 times a day and we're using this for 2.5 hours, so meaning for the first session we are using this for 2.5 hours, and for the second session of the day we are using this for 2.5 hours, and the coastal rates are applied. Okay, so what will be the coastal rate of 93? Let me check. For coastal rate for 93, it's 20 rand 45 liter. We have 20 rand 45 per liter. This is the cost. So cost of fuel will be equals, we are using 2.2 liters, okay, of petrol per hour, and I'm using this for 2.5 hours. So let me do this. Let me say, okay, I know that 1 liter equals 20.45 per liter on coastal rate of petrol 93, but I'm not using 1 liter, I'm using 2.2 per hour. So this is per hour. Okay, how many liters? 20 rand 45 per liter, and I require 2.2 liters per hour. So 1 liter is 20 rand 45. So 2.2 liters is X, and then my X is 2.2 times 20 rand 45, and I get what value there? 2.2, and this is being multiplied by 20 rand 45, and this is 44 rand 99. And these are the liters that I require for 2.2. So 2.2 liters will cost me this of petrol 93 per hour. So this is 2.2 liters. So meaning this cost is for an hour. for 1 hour. But I'm using this 2 times a day for 2.5 hours. So for a session of the day, it will be 2.5 plus 2.5, which is 5 hours. So I know that 1 hour will cost me 44 Rand. But I require for 2.5 times 2 for 2 sessions of the day, that will be 5 hours. And I will cross multiply. This will be 5 times 44 and 99. And what value will I find there? I will multiply this by 5, and this should cost me 224.95. Okay, so this is for a session of the day. These are the amounts. The cost will be for just a day, the cost will be 224.95. I don't know if that answer makes sense unto you. So let's continue in this. But remember, this is for a session of the day. And I want to calculate for 31 days. This is just for 1 day. 2 sessions per day. It's 224.95. So if 1 day will cost me 224.95 for 2 sessions of the day, having to use 2.2 liters per hour, and I require 2.5 hours 2 times a day, that would give me this value. So how much will it be for 31 days? Equals x, and I will cross multiply, and I'll find my x as 31 times 224.95 for 31 days. How much will that provide me? 224.95 multiplied by 31 days. We are spending a lot on petrol. This will be 6,973.45. This is a massive amount of money that I will need to spend on petrol. Can you see this? This is so much. So if I'm using 2.2 liters of petrol, 93 per day, and I know that 93 petrol is 20 Rand 45 per liter, and I'm using that petrol for 2.5 hours, 2 times a day. The first thing, and the coastal rates are applied. I know that on coastal rates that 1 liter equals 20 Rand 45, but I'm not using 1 liter per session of the day, which lasts for, how long is this? Per hour. I'm using 2.2 liters, and 2.2 liters, that would require an amount of 44.95. Okay, so if 1 liter is 20 Rand 45, 2.2 liters would be 44.99, and this will just be for an hour. For just 1 hour, I will need to buy 2.2 liters of petrol that cost 44.95. So if 1 hour it's 44.99. Remember, I'm using this for 2.5 hours 2 times a day. So this is 2.5 plus 2.5, which is 5 hours, 2 sessions of the day. So 1 hour equals 44.99, 5 hours equals X. And just in a day, just one day, using 93, petrol 93 on coastal rates, 2 sessions of the day, that will cost me 224.95. This is how much I should pay if I'm going to use my petrol for 2.5 hours, 2 sessions of the day, where 1 liter is equals to 20.45. This will cost me 224.95 in a day. Okay, but I'm not going to use this for 1 day. I want to use this for 31 days. And when you say 224.95 and you multiply that by 31 days, that should give you 6,973.45. This is the cost. This is very expensive. Is it not expensive? Of course it is. 6,973.45. Wow. This is a lot. This is truly a lot. But that should be the correct answer though. That must be the correct answer based on the logic that I have followed. Okay. So that is fine. That was 2.2.3. And then 2.3, there's a lot that is given for us here. We will solve that for another time.